Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a very different video today. This is going to be me sharing with you my dice collection, kind of organising it and sharing a few sets of dice and some containers that I've hauled recently from Hobbycraft. So yeah, a bit different, but hopefully you enjoy. For those of you that don't know, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I play that with a group of my friends. And at the moment I'm playing a character called Squiggly, who is a wood elf. She is a psionic sorcerer, so essentially she casts spells psychically. That's pretty much the main damage that she does, psychic damage and lightning damage. They're kind of her main two. And this was a dice tray that I created. This is actually just a photo frame from Asda. And this is a dice tray that I created, which I did a video for, and I'll link that if you're interested. But I just thought I'd share that with you. So that's what I use as my dice tray. I've actually brought it home. It stays at my friend John's, who is the person who is our dungeon master. So he hosts the game every week. This stays at his house, but the this doesn't stay flat, so I need to tape it down. So I thought I'd just bring it home this week. And while I had it, I thought I might as well include it in this video. So that's my dice tray, and then I have made a couple of other items. So this was the first D&D item that I made. This is a embellishment box, like you would do like embellishment box swaps or Happy Mail in. And a friend of mine, Luke, was playing a character called Elasticalion, who was a knight whose sort of image, his persona was kind of white and gold. So I'd created this. This was the first D&D thing that I made, and I'd painted this. I did a video as well, so I can always link that above. And what I'd done is I'd used my Cricut to number all the dice. So these white dice are what I bought for him. They cost me $3.99 from eBay, I want to say. So I'd put them in here. The blue ones are currently in here because we did a one-shot, which is a one evening game, a while back. And I needed 2 sets to roll with, advantage and disadvantage. So the blue ones are actually my friend John's. They were in here and I forgot. So I brought them home. Sorry, John. So that is the box that I made for my friend Luke. For myself, I made this. Now, I haven't actually shared this on the channel. I've got quite a lot of footage, which I intend to edit and then share with everybody. This is a wooden box that I bought from Hobbycraft that I stained using Ronseal. I think it was oak stain, and I wood burnt into the top of this. So this is Elvish for my character's full name, and then Squiggly is kind of her nickname, and it says Squiggly on this here. This was a tester piece that came with the wood burning tool. So I'd tested the name and then thought, I might as well use that there, and then I put her full name on the top, which has become a bit of a joke in the party because they don't know what her name is, and it just kind of tickles me that every week her name is on the table. None of them know because obviously it's in Elvish. And I lined this with emerald green felt because she casts her spells through an emerald necklace, so that's kind of her aesthetic. And these are the first ever dice that I bought. So I bought this set here from Amazon, and they were around £5, I want to say. And they're slightly larger than the other sets I've got. I'm trying to be really careful because I've literally only just painted my nails. So I'm trying not to dent them. So I've got these green dice, and these, as I say, were the first ever set that I bought. And they're slightly larger, which is, I quite like them. And these are kind of my favoured dice for Squiggly. I also bought these green and black dice at the time. For some reason, I thought they were just green. But they're actually green and black. So those are my kind of second set. So if I roll with advantage or disadvantage, then I roll with these two. I'd also bought these. I think all 3 sets were from Amazon ages ago. If I can find the haul, then I'll link it. I'll link anything that I reference, but I can't remember exactly what I've shared and what I haven't. So I did buy these from Amazon, and I think they were £4. I think they were $3.99. And I wasn't that keen on them, in all honesty. And I filled out the return, put them in the car to take back to the post office, and then forgot about them forever. And then ages later I found them in the car and thought, it's a bit late now, so I've kept them. So they just stay in the box with Squiggly's dice. So these dice stay in this wooden box, and these go to and from my friend's house every single week, and they're the main sets of dice that I have. So I'm going to leave the box open and in shot, but just to one side. Then these are my most expensive set of dice. So I've been playing this character Squiggly for coming up 2 years now, so I'm quite attached to her. And after about a year of playing her, I treated myself to these. So these are glass dice. So they're glass crystal dice. They are from an Etsy seller called You Are Wizards, and they do the most amazing dice. And I want to say that this set was about £60 when I bought it. I did share these dice on the channel when I picked them up. And you probably won't see very well because my camera's doing a really terrible job of focusing, but the colour through them is just beautiful. I wonder if you'll see it better from the 6. I think you will. But they're just absolutely stunning. The only problem I have is that the D4 has broken, but I have contacted the seller and she is sending me a replacement. This is the container that they came in, so I've always just kept them in this container. But I think the 4, just whilst being, I'm trying to be careful not to knock the little shards of glass out onto my desk. And then I throw the dice. Yeah, the tip's kind of broken off. So she has offered to send me a replacement. But what I am going to do is I'm going to replace them. I'm not going to keep them in this container anymore. So yeah, so that's the full set in here. If I just open up all of the little compartments, I won't get them all out just because I don't want to break them. So as I say, they are my most expensive dice and they are my special dice. I try to use them with squiggly, but I do tend to favour these because these I can just roll around, throw on the dice tray and not mind, whereas those ones I'm always a little bit worried about breaking them. I have both, I'm just looking around, pretty much all my dice in front of me are new. Those are kind of my dice, my standard dice. I was bought these at Christmas time. So one of the guys that used to play with us is a man called Doug, and he bought us all one of these glass vials that came with a set of dice inside. Oh, free one. Came with a set of dice inside and the matching resin in the bottom. So these ones are purple and silver, or like a dark grey. And on the front it says mind reading. And my character throughout, she's got various different abilities in order to talk to people in their heads, and I also have a spell called detect thoughts where I can mind read. So this was really, really fitting to my character. So although the colour doesn't go with kind of her aesthetic, we've all kind of said that sometimes her kind of psionic powers are kind of like bluey purpley. So the little figures that I painted, again I did share that on the channel, but I know D&D is quite a niche thing to see. The characters that I painted for her, I did paint the spells in her hand sort of blue and purple, so that's kind of, that fits with those. So again, I don't decant these into the box because they stay in the bottle because of kind of what it represents, so I tend to leave them as is. And then most of the dice in front of me are ones I've already shared in the last 2 Temu hauls, so I'll share with those in a second. I'll just share the newest ones that I've bought. So I've bought these for my friend Aaron. There's been a joke, and I don't know if anyone knows it, but there's a guy that makes all these vines years ago about watermelons. And it just became a joke within our friendship group, and watermelon is often shouted between particular friends. And my friend Aaron has just had his first child, and I bought him a set of dice. I know it's an odd present, but he will love these. And they are dice that to me look exactly like watermelons, and I just think they're absolutely beautiful, but just really quirky. And I really hope he'll love these because of obviously what they look like. And the name of them is Italian Ice. And he always makes jokes about Matt being Italian and things, or hello you sexy Italian, whatever, when he answers the phone. So I thought it was quite a fun little gift to give to him from us. So obviously we're getting things for the baby and for mum, but I just thought that was a really fun thing to get for him. And I can't think what price they were. I want to say about £7. That's what I want to say. I'm sure it was. If not, I'll write it down in the description how much it was. So obviously they're not mine, but I wanted to share them with you. And then I bought 3. Oh, it wasn't Amazon, it was eBay. And then I bought 3 sets for myself. So I bought these purple dice. I don't have any purple dice, and it was this set I particularly wanted. Where are my scissors? Down here. Oh, there they are. So it was this set I particularly wanted because whilst my friend Aaron takes a break from the game to spend some time with his baby and his partner, we are playing a small mini campaign alongside our main one. So I will not be playing Squiggly for the next few weeks. I have created a new character. I won't go into too much detail because some of you probably aren't interested, but she is a tiefling who is going to have lilac skin, dark purple hair, and that's going to be kind of her aesthetic. So I have bought these dice to use for her because I just love the idea of having kind of set dice for set characters. I know it's a bit extra, but I just really love the idea of it. And these, the shimmer on these are just absolutely stunning. And I really love the effect of the numbers. They're not your kind of standard numbers like these kind of dice. They are just, they look elvish to me. I just love anything that's sort of elvish, Lord of the Rings-esque. So I bought these ones. So these are kind of like a lavendery purple. And these were all $4.99 each. But if you bought 3 sets, you got a discount. So I actually got 3 for the price of 2. I picked up this kind of more pinky purple as well. So same style dice, same absolutely stunning shimmer inside, but a slightly different colour. So that's a more pinky colour. And then I do have an idea for a character that's going to be sort of more pinks and light blues, kind of like my phone case, which you obviously can't see, but my phone case is sort of light blue and pale pink. And I'd love to kind of combine those 2 colours as a character at some point. So whilst, because I got the discount, so I essentially got this set for free, I picked up this light pink colour. So these ones, the shimmer inside is a slightly darker pink, whereas in these ones it's a kind of more holographic-y silver shimmer, whereas the shimmer in these are a little bit darker, but they're just absolutely beautiful. So we've got the 3 sets of purple dice. And then pretty much everything around me I have bought recently in Temu, but I will just show you for the purpose of this video. So I've got this teal set, which I bought because they made me think of a set that Ginny D has. So it's a similar style to these, but the more boring-y type numbers, boring-y numbers. But the shimmer on that one is stunning. So I've got those ones there. And then I actually bought a second set of those ones because I want to try re-inking the numbers. I've never done that before, but I've seen some videos on it and it seems relatively simple, she says. But I'm going to try re-inking these in white to try and emulate the dice that Ginny D has. Then I bought this green set because I just love to collect green ones. Green's my favourite colour anyway, and then it's just lovely to combine them with squiggly. So these are going to go into the box. I'm actually going to put them in there now because they're going to be a set for her. Then I've got these ones, which were actually a gift from my friend Martin, who is another player in our game. So he bought us all these blind mystery bags for our birthdays, and this was the set that I got. So it's a sort of more like it's a lighter green. This kind of makes me think of maybe a druid, something that's a character that's kind of more in tune with nature maybe. So I'm going to save those for a different character, I think. And he also bought me these, and these are to use with squiggly. He said that these made him think of kind of her mind reading or her psychic lance and her lightning bolt spells. So I tend to use between 5 and 8 d6 for those. So I would just have to roll 2 extra for some of the high level spells. But these are really cool. He did say he tried to look for an 8-pack of these, but he could only get them in a 6-pack, and we don't need 12. So that was really kind of him. I presume he got them on Temu. We all kind of went on a bit of a dice buying spree. Then I've got this set here, which I thought I didn't have, but I have. They're basically the same dice. I think they're a slightly different size. No, I think they're exactly the same. So I actually already have these, but I am thinking of doing some sort of like little goodie packs at Christmas for the guys that I play with. Maybe I can get some more of these, maybe some red ones, make some little Christmassy sets or something. So they won't go to waste. They were only like £1.28, I think. So it's not like I've spent a fortune on them. Then I've got these metal ones here, which are... these were a gift for my friend John, but when they came, this one is incredibly damaged. So I contacted the seller and they refunded me. I wanted just a replacement, but they refunded me. I had to buy another set, which was a little bit annoying because then they'd put up the price slightly, but it is what it is. But the ones that came the second time around, when John and I actually unboxed them last week, when I got to his house, they are much better quality than these ones. So I've kept these ones, but I only have, as you can see, 6 of the dice, because he's actually kept the other D20, so that if he rolls with advantage or disadvantage, he can roll both. I don't know if I'll keep these long term. At the moment, it might seem like a lot to you, but I actually don't have that many sets, so I am going to keep them for now. And then I've got, oh, I've just realised I'm missing some dice. My metal ones are missing. Oh no. I'll come back to that in a second. Essentially, I've also got 6 sets of these. So I bought all of these from Temu. They were £1.28, I want to say. And they are very similar to the Borealis dice that are very sought after now. They're quite rare. I've seen them for like £300 a set. And these were like £1.28. So each one has the same kind of shimmer in the background, but they have a different colour numbers. So you've got light green, then you've got a kind of teal colour, which would be gorgeous with these ones, especially if I can get white numbers on this set. They would go beautifully together. Then there is a blue set. So dark blue. Then we have a red set. So 7 dice in each set as always. A pink set. So that would be really good, as I say, for the kind of the pink and the blue character that I'm kind of thinking about for our next long campaign. And then the final ones, which my friend Pete actually made a point of saying, they look like Harry Potter. These white and gold ones, which are beautiful, just like all the others. And I have to say, for the price, you can't really complain. Looking at them here though, these are just blowing me away. The shimmer in these is stunning, so I am so happy with those. Then the final dice that I've got next to me are these ones here. These are some of the dice that have the liquid core, so I'm hoping you can see that. Now these are going to stay in this metal tin just because I obviously don't want these to break and then the liquid core to go over all of my other dice, and they came in this tin anyway. But my friend John did say that he's got lots of those metal tins, and I think he's going to give me one to put my glass dice in just to protect them a little bit more. So I'm going to take them like this week, but hopefully he can give me another little tin for those, because I love them and I spent a fortune on them and I don't want them to be ruined. So that is almost my entire dice collection. As I say, I do actually have one set of metal dice that I bought, and only 6 of the dice were in the bag, but I don't actually know what I did with them. Who knows? I definitely had them with me when I went last week, but they are rose gold and emerald green. But I do need to contact the seller because the D20 was missing, and that's the dice I'm going to use the most. So I can't really use it. I can't really use the set without the D20. So I need either a replacement or a refund to buy another set. But they are stunning, and they were from Temu as well. So yeah, that is my entire dice collection. Those are a gift, so I'm going to take them away. So I went to Hobbycraft and I bought some containers. And for those of you that are regular viewers of my channel, you know that I've got a fair bit of Lego as well. So I bought some containers to organise both the dice and the Lego. I bought several of these. I think I bought 4 of these. They were £5 each. And these ones really are going to be for sort of the Lego pieces. I was going to put some dice in here, but I don't have enough in the way that they'll be organised to fill one of these yet. So I don't need these for dice just yet. I bought 2 of this size, which were £3.50, I want to say. And you get 12 holes, and these are a really good size. I have just tested the sets of dice in here and they fit quite nicely. So I bought 2 of those. Then I bought 2 of this one, more for sort of smaller Lego pieces, I was thinking, because a whole set of dice doesn't fit in these holes here. You can't fit a whole set, sorry, in each compartment. They were £2.50. And then I did also pick 2 of these up. These are £2. I thought these were a different shape for embellishment boxes if I was going to do some sort of swap. Or potentially, if you took those out, I wondered if you could get one set in here. Let me just test. I don't think you can. It doesn't quite look big enough. No, because look, you're going to fit one dice like this. So you could maybe get 2 sets of dice in here, but you wouldn't get more than that. So I was thinking more for maybe small pieces of Lego, for a little embellishment box perhaps, because it's much deeper than the Home Bargains ones that I normally get for swaps. So I'm not sure if I'll keep those, but they were £2. I liked this because I've seen, can't think which YouTuber I've seen do them, that did little embellishment boxes and then added tassels and things on here. So I thought that would be quite a nice idea. So I am going to use maybe this one, but definitely this size to put my dice in. So because I'm playing this new campaign and my tiefling is going to be the main character, I'm hoping, do any of these things come out? Oh yeah, so you can move these dividers. How many can you fit of these into a hole? You can't. Oh, you can. Oh, will I fit the 4? Yes. So I can fit whole sets in here. So that's an option potentially. But first off, let's start with this one here. I'm going to start putting in my Borealis dice because there isn't a character I want to use these for yet. These are kind of more collectible item. Yes, I'm ridiculous. No, I don't care. So I'm going to put those ones in there, and then I'm going to put the teal ones in next. Oh, actually, I want to put those on this side. Move the blue ones over. And then put the green ones there. Gold. Red can go at the top. And then pink can go there. And then I'm going to put these sets in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might as well put both sets of these in there for now. List off 4. And then I can't use these just yet because I already have these sets in here. But those I want to take with me. So what do I want to do? I want to put these ones away and these ones away. And those ones away. So let's put those in there, put those in there, and then they're very loud, these ones. Put the metal ones in there. So those are kind of my extra dice that I'm not currently using, I suppose. And I might take these ones out. Now that I've got that set that I like more, I'm going to have those 3 sets as my squiggly dice plus the glass. I'm going to take those ones out temporarily and put them in here. Have I missed a dice? I did. I missed that one. So those are my spare dice and that fits perfectly. I'm going to make some sort of covers for these. Those ones, as I said, are a gift. Those ones I'm not currently using, but I'm going to stay in the metal tin for now. So squiggly dice can go back as they were. Oh, and then those ones I'm also going to put in here because those are Squiggly's kind of lightning bolt dice. But it's what I do with my tiefling dice. Do I have a very small little container and potentially put, oh no, see I can get 2 sets in. Maybe this one, this one, this one. And then this one, this one, this one. actually I can just take those 2 sets with me and they can just be my tieflings dice, but I just feel a bit weird that the pink ones are kind of on their own. But does that really fit the aesthetic of my tiefling? Probably not. So what do? Do I just take the purple ones and leave the pink ones behind? Not sure. Let's try them in this pot here. If I did this, oops, I would have 3 extra spaces. No, I'm going to put them in here and I'm going to leave the pink ones, but this will be their permanent home. There were some other sets from that seller that were really, really beautiful that I could potentially get at some point, kind of fill this selection up. But I think that I should just take these 2 sets, because that's going to be her set, and that can be kind of if I need to roll advantage or disadvantage. Oh, I'm not even showing you. So yeah, her set is going to be this purple set. If I need to roll advantage or disadvantage, it's these ones. And I think that's what I'm going to take for the one shot for the next couple of weeks. This one actually would have been quite good if her little person had come. I could have filled one of the holes up, but her person hasn't yet come, so that might be a long-term solution, to have kind of a tiefling section that's got kind of 3 sets of dice, the little figure, a couple of other bits and pieces here, but I'm not sure what. So at the moment, those are kind of my most recent dice. These are my main dice, and then I'm quite happy having these all together in here. And then my idea would be that each time that I go and play a campaign or a session, that I would select the dice appropriate for that character. So for example, these ones would be good for that character that I said was going to be sort of like a blue and pink kind of vibe. That would look really pretty together. They look really nice together, those 2 sets actually. So yeah, that kind of idea. So I hope that didn't get too rambly towards the end. I should have pre-thought what I was going to do with these dice, and rather than discuss it on camera, I'll probably change it once I stop filming. But yeah, that's my dice collection. Hope you enjoyed having a little look. Tell me which dice are your favourite. I would love to know which one's your favourite, and let me know if you like my solution for these. I mean, these ones I'm quite happy with, and obviously Squiggly's dice are going to stay in her box. And then my idea would be that they would be pensioned off whenever that campaign ends, that most of these dice, this set and this set specifically, are Squiggly's dice. They will stay in her box forever. Those ones will probably come out. I want to collect all the pearl colours. These will probably come out and be used for other characters, but those 2 sets will stay in her box because they are her dice. So yeah, so let me know which ones your favourite are. I just cannot get over for £4 how stunning these ones are, and I've actually painted my nails purple and holographic to match these and to match my character. So I'm super excited about tomorrow. I need to finish writing her backstory, and actually that's another thing, get a sort of a little notebook together for her. I'm currently using an old one that I've had since I qualified teaching, which was in 2014, believe it or not. Was it? Yeah, 2015 actually I qualified. And yeah, I've just been kind of making some notes about her backstory in here, but the elastic on this has actually broken because it's so old, so I might need a different notebook. A nice purple notebook would be perfect, and I think I've got some at school that I could still. So yeah, that is my dice collection. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Lots of love. Bye. So future Amy here, I have decided to put the dice in this one. I know I'm irrational, I know I'm a weirdo, but it didn't feel right separating these 3 sets of dice and just leaving those pink ones at home. Plus, they're all just too gorgeous. I just needed them all. But if I pull these out, it's the perfect spot for some pens. So I've got this beautiful gold pen that's going to go in there, and a nice purple biro to match my tiefling's purple. So there's loads of space for more stationery. And what a perfect little solution. I absolutely love this. This would be ideal if I did another long-term character. I could decorate this, keep the stationery, their main dice in here. And what I can do on the night, I might even swap these over, because what you can then do is use this as the dice tray. So I can roll the dice in there as well. So what a portable little dice kit. I love it. So this is going to get decorated and become Rue's set. And when I do that, I'll tell you a little bit more about my tiefling character if you are interested. My tiefling fighter, Rue. So yeah, really happy with that. Probably move those to the back and then have the pens and the dice tray in the front. Love it. Love you. Bye.